Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, I kind of want to do another TBR jar chooses my reads for me because the one that I most recently uploaded was a huge success. And I don't know, something about picking the prompts is so fun. But at the same time, for some reason right now, I really want to read Binding 13. So it's gonna be between whatever I pick and Binding 13. And if I really just want to read Binding 13 right now, I might do that. And then whatever I pick will be the next read. And then also I have a package that I want to open, a super exciting package that I know what it is, but I want to open it with you guys. So let's first pick the first prompt for this video, and then I'm going to decide which one I'm going to read first. And I don't know why I feel like reading Binding 13. Well, I do know. It's because I got a new pretty edition of it, which actually, hold on, let me show you. Okay, I got this really beautiful holographic, I don't know if you can tell, edition of this the other day, and now this has been on my TBR, by the way, for so long. So now I'm like re-motivated to read this. So I'm like, if I'm in the mood to read it right now, I feel like I should just dive right in, right? So it's between this and whatever I pull out. The moment of truth. Okay, what do we have? Book that is YA. Okay, so technically, in all of the barns that I've been in, this is classified as YA. I don't know how this is YA because I've heard from a lot of people that the themes in here and the content in here make it definitely not YA. But you know what? We're gonna cheat and pretend that this is definitely a good match, which, I mean, according to Barnes, it is, because that's how it's shelved. So we indeed will be reading Binding 13 for the first book of this video. Put this little guy away. And then I have a very exciting package from Barnes. This is something that I pre-ordered a while back. Actually, not that long ago, probably only just a few weeks ago. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It is none other than the Belladonna hardcover box set. These are the new editions, and I'm so excited. I really wanted if you watched a couple of vlogs back, I was ranting about how I really want the hardcovers that have the really pretty naked hardbacks, but I could not find Belladonna anywhere to save my life. So here it is. I feel like I should definitely cut this open right now. These look beautiful. I'm gonna have to add these as a specific TBR, prompt in my jar as well. Belladonna, and then the naked hardback. Ooh, it's got pretty end papers. Yes, see, this is exactly what I wanted, and I really wanted all three of them to be matching, so yay! These are absolutely stunning. What's the back look like? And the backs all have these little silhouette pictures on them. Gorgeous. And stunning. Obsessed with the colors of these too. And the little quotes. It's said that foxglove is most lethal just before the seeds ripen. I'm literally obsessed with these. And then Wisteria, which is the most recent one that just came out. She's so pretty. The colors on these are just gorgeous. Obsessed. And then the end papers of these ones too. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I am in love with these. Cannot wait to read these. Like I said, I'm going to have to put a Belladonna prompt into my TBR jar so that I can make sure I get to read these soon, hopefully. That is my little mini haul of the day. And I'm going to finish watching a couple YouTube videos and then probably get to reading tonight. It's Friday night. I have no plans other than chilling, and hopefully I might get on reading sprints with Mel, which I can tag her so that you can check her out. She's wonderful. Love her. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Okay, I am back with a reading update already. It's still Friday night. I've literally sat down and read about 80 pages in one sitting, which is pretty good. And I can now say that I understand why people like these books. Some people have compared them to like Wattpad style writing, which I can kind of see that, but also I do think it's a level above Wattpad. Like these are good. The writing is good. I don't know. It's just something about the kind of like high school setting with the setting. You know, they're in Ireland, and so they speak a lot of Irish slang and stuff. I don't know. There's something about it that it's really hard to describe that is so good. And so far, these books, if you don't know, follow our main characters, Shannon and Johnny. And Johnny goes to this fancy school. He's really good at rugby. He's like a star player, popular guy, kind of a deal. And then Shannon ends up transferring to Tommen College because she's bullied, like extremely bullied at her old school. And so she transfers there, and she ends up running into Johnny Kavanagh, who, I don't want to give anything away, but like, it's so good so far. I don't love the way that they meet, because if you know, you know, but I don't know, I do think they have a really cute connection, and I can already tell that the romance is gonna be so good, and I love that we have so much of them, and then also a second book with these characters. So yeah, you could say I'm already hooked. It is kind of surprising to me if these are YA, because the language, like there's like swearing every other, sentence. And also, I don't know yet how like explicit the actual, or if there even are actual sex scenes in these, but the way that it's talked about so like cavalierly, is that even a word? I don't know. But the way it's talked about is definitely kind of lewd. So to me, it's definitely, if it's not quite adult, it's somewhere above YA. It's somewhere in between YA and adult. Yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts so far. I will say one thing that kind of has thrown me off is that the way Shannon is described is she's very short, very tiny, like very small for her age, kind of a thing. But the author has mentioned it so many times in both characters' point of views that I'm like, okay, we get it. Like, she's very small, okay? Like, where are you going with this? You don't need to mention it so many times, but that's probably my only criticism of it as of right now. Again, I'm flying through it. It reads very easy. I'm loving the side characters that we get, that I know eventually will get their own books. So kind of seeing them from the standpoint of knowing that they also have their own romances and books coming is really exciting. And yeah, I'm just so happy that I'm loving this, because I wasn't sure. I know a lot of people do, but from the way that I had heard it described as like Wattpaddy and stuff, I was like, oh, I don't know, I just don't know. But now I can definitely confidently say that I understand the love. And sprints are back on, so if that's what you're hearing, I will be back. It is now Sunday, and I have some reading updates. I'm not quite done with this bad boy because it's, you know, huge. But I will say I read like something crazy yesterday, like 230 something pages, so a lot, because I genuinely cannot put this book down. I even dreamed about these characters. You know that a book is good when you literally are thinking of it in your sleep. Like, I just want them to be together, and you guys know I like a slow burn. I do, but this is like the most slow burn ever. It's really just, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of back and forth, will they, won't they, which I love, but at the same time, I'm like, this is hurting me. Please just get together already. Just admit it already. There's something about this world that is extremely absorbing. I can't stop thinking about them. All I want to do is read and finish this book up. I'm on page 474, and they are still not together. They haven't even kissed or anything. So I'm like, come on. I'm wondering if we'll get more of that in book 2, but I don't know, again, because it's YA, although the way that like sexual acts are talked about, even if not explicitly shown on screen, makes me think that there will still be something, which again, I don't know how this is really classified as YA. Like, there's a lot of triggering things in here, so definitely if you want to read this, I would say check the trigger warnings first. This poor girl Shannon has been through so much. I will say though, one thing that is annoying me, other than them mentioning how small she is every 5 seconds, is that this girl is clumsy. And I don't even mean like, you know, just a couple times. It's like every single chapter she's tripping or she's falling or she's something, and I'm like, it's almost unbelievable how clumsy she is, you know? Like, I get being clumsy, but then this is next level to the point of being like, all right, let's move on from this. Come on, like, Shannon, you cannot be that freaking clumsy. Anyway, those are my only qualms with it, because like I said, it is so good. I can't stop thinking about them. I just want them to be together, and I'm really hoping that before the end of this book that we get something between them, because I need that. I love Johnny. Johnny Kavanaugh cares so much for Shannon. He's head over heels for her. He's very protective of her, and I love that, because Shannon, that is what she needs. She needs someone other than her freaking brother Joey protecting her, and Johnny Kavanaugh is that guy. And also his sense of like control and not wanting to let her down is admirable. Like, he wants to hold himself back from her and just be her friend, and I don't know, it's just so sweet, but you can tell he's head over heels in love. Anyway, that's the update. I do have a little football get together to go to here shortly in like a couple hours, so I don't know, I'm gonna bring my book with me and we'll see how much reading I get done. I think between this afternoon and tonight when I get home, because I plan to definitely read tonight as well, I'm thinking I can finish this, but I'm having this feeling that I'm gonna need to go directly into book 2. So we shall see what happens with that, but I am thoroughly enjoying this. I'm engrossed. Even the things that I mentioned that are annoying me aren't holding me back from loving the story. And I'm not sure yet if it's a 5 stars, but it's definitely in my mind right now a high 4 stars. So that's the update. I will get back to you soon when I finish this book. Okay, the sun is crazy. Okay. I cannot believe how this just ended. Wow. My heart literally hurts so bad. I think think I'm definitely going to have to immediately read book 2, Keeping 13, because I have no words. All I can say is read this book. And as far as a rating, I don't know. I don't know what I have to think on that, honestly. That's it. That's all I have. Hi guys. So I'm going to attempt to do a better job of talking about Binding 13. I don't remember exactly what I said in my last update. I feel like I kind of like blacked out at that ending and was just wrecked. So I did indeed finish Binding 13, and like I've probably already mentioned, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with these characters and this world. It's so immersive. I feel like I fell into it pretty easily, and even though it's a little bit like Wattpad-y, I guess you could say, I still think that the writing is good. And I don't know, like, this is a very deep character study. The characters have a lot of trauma, and it's been keeping me on the edge of my seat. Like, I have to know what happens next. The romance between the two main characters is very sweet and a very, very slow burn, so just keep that in mind. You might be like frustrated for most of the first book. So I did indeed finish that. Great time. And even though I said I didn't think it was going to be quite a 5-star, I've given it a few days, and upon further reflection, I do actually think that it's a 5 stars, because I can't stop thinking about these characters. I literally dreamed about them. I think I mentioned that. I keep thinking about this book, like, as I'm working and doing things each day. All I want to do is read this book. So, yeah. Last night, I officially finished it. Today is Monday. And also last night, after reading like 240 pages of Binding 13 and finishing it, I immediately downloaded Keeping 13 on my Kindle. I'm like 12% through Keeping 13 already. Here's the little proof. It's going great. Like I said, the way that the first one ends made me immediately need to go into the second book. These books are hard to read. I would definitely say to check your triggers, because it's not like a cute, sweet time the whole time. There's a lot going on, a lot of sad things, a lot of really hard things to read, especially when you feel so connected to these characters. So keep that in mind. But man, I would say it's worth it. It's so good. I think that's pretty much it for my thoughts so far. I don't have a physical copy of Keeping 13 because I recently got this beautiful, what is it, Bloom? Yeah, this beautiful Bloom edition of Binding 13. And so now, of course, I want all my books to match. So I'm like, well, are they going to come out with, each book individually in this edition? I hope so. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how long I'll have to wait. But for now, they are on Kindle Unlimited. So I guess I don't have to have the physical copy right this second. I also should probably take it easy on buying physical books, because I don't think I've actually officially announced this yet, but we are indeed moving. Round of applause. Yay! I feel like this has been in the works for a very long time, the possibility of moving, but we do finally have an actual move-in date. I'm starting to do all the moving things, think about getting boxes and all that fun stuff. So again, this month is gonna be very busy, so I don't know how much reading I'll do or how many reading vlogs I'll get out, but for now, in this one, we are reading The Boys of Tommen. At least the first 2 books. Yeah, I don't know. Because these are such long books, I think after finishing Keeping 13, I might have to kind of end this vlog there and move on to the next video. But yeah, that's it for now. I finished all my work this morning. Like I said, it's Monday. It's like 11 a.m. I'm finishing up my coffee. I might watch a little bit of YouTube to take a break because I've been go this morning. And then I'm gonna definitely later, I'm gonna dive back into Keeping 13, and I'll let you know if I have any more urgent updates, but that's it for now. Just another update. This book is absolutely wrecking me. I'm like 70% through, and if you know, you know. That's the update. That's it. There's nothing else. Okay, it's now been, I don't even know how long it's been since I last updated you guys. I finished Keeping 13 on my Kindle last night. Today is Wednesday. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. But yeah, I did finish Keeping 13 last night. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also did a lot of crying in this one as well. One thing to know about these books is that they are very intense. Like, check your triggers. There's a lot of trauma. I'm sure I've already mentioned this. It's a lot that these characters go through, and especially one character. I can't really say too much about the actual plot, obviously, because this is book 2 in the series. I am very excited to continue on with the series. I think the next couple books follow Shannon's brother Joey, who I love, and then the next book follows Gibbsy, who I also really love. So can't wait to continue on one day with the series. I am going to take a break from it right now, though, just because these books are very long. And yeah, I think it'll be special to kind of keep some of those books for later, because once I'm in this world, I am immersed. So yeah, needless to say, it was a really good time. I don't know exactly what I want to rate this one. I mean, it was like a fever dream. Like, I'm looking back and I know the main things that happened, and I was crying and then I was smiling ear to ear. Again, pulled out all of the emotions. So yeah, I want to just say that this is like a 5-star series. Again, to get like nitpicky on each one, I don't know if this would be like the first one I rated 5 stars, and this one I think is a 5 stars too. I don't know. I feel like my brain lately is having a really hard time actually like putting a rating on things, but yeah, I recommend the series if you check your triggers and aren't going to be bothered by a book that has a lot of trauma, a lot of really bad things happening to these characters. I mean, it was a great time. I think I am going to end this video here for now. I feel like I've already been recording this video for like so long, just because with longer books, it obviously takes me longer to read them. So I have no idea how long this video will end up being, but if you made it to this point, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the things, so that you don't miss any more content from me. I will see you next time. Bye.